Hey folks, welcome back into the Vegas Don channel. We're here off of Meekley Lane, just west of Christie Lane. Actually just east of Nellis Boulevard would probably be the best way to describe it out here. And this is Betty Lane. We did a lot of videos up and down Betty Lane, so feel free to check those out in our video library. A lot of folks like to come up here and park their RVs and live out of them. That one right there on the right, probably in that group with the wall unit AC. I don't know how they're powering it. They have a wall unit AC up there. Definite must to have. You got to have that here in Vegas in July, that's for sure. 121 degrees out there right now, according to the car. Of course, that's likely skewed because of the pavement. There's someone living in there and there. But a lot of times these guys, they'll just, when they come by to tow the truck out of here, of course they can't tow it with folks inside the unit, the RV or whatever. So they just knock on the door. This one's got a gas can, this individual, in a baby stroller. I guess the baby stroller is used to help push items along. This is Christie Lane here. That's probably why they love shopping carts so much. Only the volume in the shopping cart's going to be vastly improved over what the baby stroller can carry. Lots of dumpsters all over the place in this town, on the east side that is. We've got a shopping cart right here on the side of the street. I don't know. And then these units here, lots of bars on windows and doors. And judging from the folks living in the area that are not housed, it's probably a good idea. Because there they are, some of them right there, right next to them. And I tell you, I guarantee it, under the cover of darkness, those folks are out looking for whatever they can get their hands on. If that's not true, then how do homeless, unsheltered, unhoused folks end up accruing so much stuff? Sure, it could be stuff that they've held on to and, continue to hold on to from, their residences or wherever they came from. But baby strollers, bicycles, shopping carts? I don't think anyone's carrying around a shopping cart in their house. Unless you're like, I don't know, rolling yourself around in it or something? I don't know. Something like that. Makes no sense to me. This is Hasid Court here. And this is going to bring us up here to Sloan Lane. Now, we've done a lot of videos up and down Sloan Lane here. I'm curious. There's a lot of trash here. Gosh, there's a lot of trash. Yep, there's still some folks that are taking up residence down there. Looks like some of them have moved out, but there were a whole bunch of them back there. Living back there. Back behind that concrete barricade. And average response time for the cops to come and actually move folks out and around into new places, I would say it's at least a month. So you're going to be living with that for at least a month. This is Toyabe here off of Lake Mead Boulevard. And take a look at that. Right there on the other side. It's again with the trees and stuff, you don't see a whole lot of foliage. You certainly don't see the beautification that you have out on the west side of town, for sure. Why not? I don't know. Ask your politicians. I mean, too many people vote for these people and then don't hold them accountable. And the politicians, they are here for the casinos, in my humble opinion. They're not out here to serve us, you guys. They're out here for them. To line their pockets with money and move on to the next biggest, best thing. After mayor, maybe a state senator. After a state senator, maybe a governor. A governor to a U.S. senator. however far they wish to go. This is Mount Hood Street here. 3-car garage there and that one. So these are newer homes than what we saw over there on the other side of the wash there at Sloan. And this is Kell Lane here that we're crossing. But yeah, this area here is not too bad. This road used to be really, really bad until they finally paved it. I wonder how much people have spent just on their suspensions going up and down on this street, having to repair their suspensions on their car. Because there's been a lot of just rough roads all over the place. And here we go. Umbrella, rainbow umbrellas. 2 of them right there. For Lupita, it says there, with Zelle. They're all modern now. You don't have to have cash. You can use your Zelle. Get yourself some, whatever she's got over there, juices and snacks, and I'm sure if you want something else, she can find it for you, if you know what I mean. Also, feel free to follow me on Instagram, Biggest4747. But some of these homes in here, yeah, they're, I don't know if they have an HOA in here, but they're definitely pretty well taken care of, in my humble opinion. So past Abbey Wood, for anyone following along at home on your preferred map app. Some of the homes have been here a little bit longer than others, and you can kind of tell which ones those are. Yep, this is Washington. I thought this was Bonanza. I'm going to go up here to Washington. So Mount Hood Street on one side of Washington here, and then it becomes Fog Street. Or is that on the other side of Bonanza? Nope, that's on the other side of Bonanza. I totally misspoke. Once we get on the other side of Bonanza, then it becomes Fog, F-O-G-G, but it's the same roadway. They don't give you any notice or anything like that in this town. They're not very big on signs. Signs, everywhere there's signs. Well, not so much in Vegas. Also, please check out my wife's channel, Cinnamon and Jupiter. She does some awesome astrology and spirituality videos. And even if that's not your thing, if you could still like and subscribe, it would really mean a ton to us as we try and help her get her channel established and growing. Really, really grateful for all of you and your help. On the ridgeline. I think those look better now than they used to. The old ridgelines look pretty. I didn't like the lines on them. They just look funky. It's like they slapped a bunch of geometric shapes together and just said, "Here you go, guys. Drive this around." And got a turn right in front of us there. Okay, and here we go. These four-way stops in this town, they are definitely an adventure. A lot of folks just fly right through them, guys. You really have to be on your toes. Again, it's a 24-hour town, so a lot of people are out here drinking their paychecks away. Or maybe they gambled their paychecks away and they're not in the best mood. Because again, everyone comes to this town with the thought that they're going to take down the whole casino. And it just doesn't happen for them. Casinos are not built on winners. It's a very old aphorism, but still just as true today as it was when it was first coined. No pun intended. Come up here to Hollywood Boulevard, which is the last major north-south artery here on the east side of town. You can see we literally run into a mountain here just in front of us. So civilization ends right here. The 6 steeples you see up here on the left, those are for the Mormon temple. That is right here at the very far east end of town. They have beautiful grounds, very green grass and all that. I'm not a Mormon and I'm not pushing religion or anything. I'm just pointing out the fact that they have some very green grounds in there and around it. I've done some drive-bys in there, drive-throughs. And yeah, so they had a huge problem, probably still have a huge problem with cars being stolen in this town. And if you haven't seen this before, up here at Los Feliz and Bonanza, people used to come up here and they used to go up there and they would dump the cars that they stole right up there on the side of the road. So the police's answer to that, we'll just close the roadway off. That way they can't dump the cars there. The problem with that was not only local access for folks, but a lot of people like to go up here to Frenchman's Mountain and go hiking when the weather's not so toasty. Now they can't do that because they can't park. So, it's been this way probably 5-6 years now that they've had these barricades up here, and it's obviously not going to change. It looks to be permanent. Clark County Public Works there. And then this is Los Feliz here, which is what the road name is on the other side of those barricades there as well. But this roadway, very, very bad shape. And it goes up and down, topsy-turvy kind of thing here. Pretty cool though. Just can't go very fast, that's all. And they're building this home over here on the right, which you see there. It looks like someone has already broken the glass on one of the windows there. You do get a lot of that up in this area. I see that after dark especially. People come crawling up here and start breaking into homes and things of that nature. In these homes where there are no gates, no gated communities. And you can get that on Ring Neighborhood Reports. You can also get that on crimemapping.com. They have that as well. This is really cool right here, I think. This Asian-looking house here actually looks kind of like a Benihana, sort of, when they go all out and do the Benihana Asian architecture on the building and stuff. That's pretty cool stuff. I want to thank you all again so very, very much for joining us. We really appreciate each and every single one of you. Please do like, follow, share, and subscribe. Again, we would not be here without you, and that's a fact. You are the reason we are here, and we love you. Thank you so very, very much for all of your help and your support. Subscribing, again, totally free. If you want to become a member, get early access to new videos, please check that out. And as always, remember here on the Vegas Don channel, it is the journey, where what happens in Vegas stays right here on the Vegas Don channel on YouTube. We'll see you next time, folks. Thank you so very much.